So a few days ago, I went onto Reddit and asked on the conspiracy theory subreddit, what are some conspiracy theories that are 100% true? We didn't land on the moon. There are aliens living amongst us. The official Watergate narrative is wrong. Biotech companies want to control the organic food market just as much as the GMO food market. Cell towers are a great soft kill mechanism. Money, work, the way we live our lives, everything we've been taught. The Bible is the full actual truth, despite being laughed at. Deodorant sticks are mostly empty. Chemtrails are the seasonal viruses. This is a prison planet, and humans are enslaved. Humans are basically just food, used to produce more food. So let me know, do you think they're true?
You ever seen the pictures? Probably type in the ice wall. That is Antarctica, right? So you can see our world in the middle. Flat earthers, or some of them, believe that beyond the ice wall is this other world with its own continent. Saw this on Twitter the other day and I was scrolling through it, but the replies to it are insane. Like, they genuinely are so sold on this talking about how there was this one man that went to Antarctica on his expedition back in the day, and I can't remember his name, and he's got proof, and it's all up on YouTube apparently. You know, imagine if that was true, man.
Theories you never thought of. There are theories that eating pizza may shorten your life by 7 minutes and 8 seconds. Still worth it. People are more honest when physically tired, which is why most people confess things during late night convos. That's crazy. There is a popular theory that celebrities and famous people fake their deaths to escape the public eye. I've wondered that. What if the air is actually poisonous? It's just taking 80 years to kill us. That one is wild. In the past 70 years, approximately 90 planes have disappeared without a trace. I can't think about that. And there are theories that the colder the room you sleep in, the more chance of you having a nightmare. Absolutely insane.
The ancient astronaut theory essentially says that there were ancient astronauts that traveled the solar system and came here to Earth. Jesus ended up as a half-human, half-alien hybrid, and his miracles were a result of alien tech that he'd been given. Many people think the Antichrist is already on Earth, with a lot of politicians being suggested as the culprit. Essentially, it's the thought that things have to get much worse before they can get better, and the world isn't that great right now. The entire basis for the theory that Jesus called Obama the devil is that one part of the Bible explains Satan's fall from heaven as a strike of lightning. In Hebrew, you can mistranslate lightning in heaven as bark and Bama. If you say the two quickly, it can sound like Barack Obama. So, want to know more crazy biblical theories? Check out the link in the description below for the full video.
If aliens crossed the galaxy in whatever is their spaceship and arrived at Earth just to throw some balloons across North America, I'm thinking, really? Really? We have crowdsourced any possible alien invasion on this Earth because there's 6 billion smartphones in the world and everybody can take a high resolution still frame or video camera. We have 1 million people at any moment who are airborne, who can look out their windows. I need better evidence than just we don't know what it is, therefore it's alien. Our capacity to detect alien life with the crowdsourcing of eyes on Earth tells me that it's less convincing than ever before. Correct.
Craziest conspiracy theories. Are these cap or fact? We may never know. Does the government control the weather? Unless Storm is busting it open for Biden in the Oval Office, I have to call cap. Are the Illuminati's headquarters in the Denver International Airport? Sources say the secret society is fueled by Panda Express in Terminal 3. Y'all thought this was a fucking game. Did Jeffrey Epstein kill himself? Or was it the work of his enemies? Unless those prison guards had the skills and training of pasty mall cops, the boy had more enemies than a rock-bottom foozy tube. The truth hurts. Was Tupac actually murdered, or is he living out the rest of his days incognito? A true thug would never wear the poncho the color of a highlighter. Rest in peace, Machiavelli. Was George W. Bush behind the terrorist attacks of September 11th? In the words of the great Jadakiss, why did Bush knock down them towers? Why you around them cowards? The answer speaks for itself.
Coca-Cola used to contain cocaine. Seriously, so this dude, John Pemberton, was a pharmacist, but he's forced to trade his lab coat for a uniform to fight in the Civil War. And when he gets wounded fighting, doctors give him morphine to ease his pain. But there's a problem. Dude's addicted to morphine. So in 1886, he invents the cure for his own addiction. He throws red wine in a mixture, adds cola nuts and coca leaves, the plant cocaine comes from. He calls it Pemberton's French wine coca, and he advertises it as a remedy for different ailments. But the alcohol in his mixture was banned at the time, so he has to replace it with tons of sugar. And now he's got to rebrand. His friend Frank Robinson's like, why don't you just call it what it is? Coca-Cola. And let's change the K in the cola to a C. Two C's makes the logo sexier. Now they're selling Coke as a drugstore fountain drink. And everyone's hooked, chugging cocaine soda. But as sales grew, John died. This entrepreneur, Asa Candler, takes over and removes the cocaine in 1929.
The world's scariest conspiracy theories. Here we have conspiracy theories from the most well-known to the darkest, and today we're going to be starting off with tier 1. And the first conspiracy theory is Michael Jackson may not be dead after all. And this theory starts out with Michael being at his own funeral in disguise, wearing prosthetics and makeup to cover up. Believe it or not, but Michael has done this before to disguise himself from the paparazzi. There was also no open casket at his funeral, which means nobody ever saw his corpse. Now in this video, you can see the ambulance that took Michael to the hospital, but when they got there, a figure that looked almost identical to him hopped out looking perfectly fine. Also, his daughter uploaded this photo in 2016, and in the back seat, you can see a figure that looks like Michael sitting there. Finally, Michael's middle name is spelled differently on his death certificate than it is on his ID and even passport.
When Satan, the great dragon described in Revelation chapter 12 verse 9 fell, it appears that he took a third of the heavenly host with him. A third of the stars were carried to earth by his tail, according to Revelation chapter 12 verse 4. We know that angels who fell have nothing good to look forward to. The book of Job tells us, at least at that moment, Satan still had entry to the throne of God. Job chapter 1 verses 6 and 7. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came among them. And the Lord said to Satan, "From where do you come?" So Satan answered the Lord and said, "From going to and fro on the earth, and from walking back and forth on it."